Howdy folks, so today we're working on Terry. For those who don't know, Terry is my 03 Tahoe. So I got the 5.3 V8 and we're going to be changing spark plugs. So first order of business I like to do is go through and check all my spark plugs for gap. Even though they're pre-gapped, I like to double check them. That's already done. The gap on this is 40 thousandths. Used to be 60, and GM changed it at some point. I don't know when, nor do I care really. But new gap is 40 thousandths. So that's done. Now I like to number all my plug boxes and then put the corresponding plug into corresponding box when I'm done, so I can go back and look at them if I need to later. So obviously 8 plugs. I'll mark this side passenger, this side driver. That's looking at the, I guess it doesn't matter, but looking at the front of the engine, right hand side is your odds, and the passenger side or left is your even numbers cylinders. We got passenger side here 2468. We'll mark them. Put them back in the box. Put those there. I put one in the box upside down. Fix that. And we'll number all these. These are driver, that's your odds, so 1, 3, 5, 7. Alright. Now, we'll take a look at the engine, show you where we'll be working. We'll talk a little bit about plug wires and such. So yeah, let's get to that. Alright, we're here on the passenger side of the engine. Obviously it's a V8, so there's going to be 8 cylinders. This has 8 spark plugs, 8 wires, 8 coils. I have the round coils. As you can tell, there's 2 different style coils. There's a round coil and a square coil. So if you're getting plug wires and or coils, you need to make sure you get the right ones. I am not doing coils, and I pulled, as you can see, the number 4 cylinder does not have a spark plug wire on it. That is because I pulled it the other day to take a look at them. These look decent, pretty new. Now these have heat shields on them with a spring. Sometimes your plug sets come with new covers, others don't. Depends on which ones you get, where you get them from, etc. So these look good enough for my book. I'm not screwing with it. It is a higher mile vehicle, and these look new. I'm not looking to throw a whole lot of money into this thing. So good enough for who they're for now. If they need change later, I'll change them later. But yeah, so it's kind of nice not having coils. I mean, plug wires ran everywhere. They just run from the plug to the coil right there, as you see. Very short. I believe there are 2 different lengths, and also your plug wires differ for round versus square coils. So there's that. Make sure you get what you need. But yeah, we're just going to grab a plug socket, maybe an extension. I might get some PB Blaster, and we'll start swapping plugs out. I don't think we're going to be too much of a problem Number 8 might be a little difficult to get to, but let's look at the other side. Here at the other side, yeah, 7 might be a little bit of a pain as well, maybe 5, but I've worked on way worse, so we'll get to it. Alright, I wasn't sure if I showed you what part number I'm using for a plug, so if you can see that, there we go. That's what I'm using. NGK iridiums. Alright, I'm going to try you at a interesting angle there. So, I've got a 3/8 ratchet, 3/8 extension, and it's a 5/8 inch spark plug socket. Now, what makes a spark plug socket special is it has this hex top, so you can get a wrench on it if you need to. And the main thing is there's a rubber grommet kind of thing inside, and that is to protect your porcelain and to hold the plug into the socket to get it in and out of where you need to get it to, which is pretty nice. So we're going to start with number 4 cylinder, since I already have that plug out, or the plug wire off. But yeah, so we'll do one and y'all can figure the rest out for yourself. Alright, put your socket on, ratchet up. Once you get it so far, take your ratchet off, and hopefully a finger ratchet would be nice. I don't have one here. Here we go. Oh yeah. These have definitely seen some better days. Here's the old one. I'll show you a new one. So I number all my, as I showed you. This is number 4. Who knows when the last time these were changed, but if you can see that, I got you clipped to the hood insulation, but yeah. Let's check that gap just to see how worn out they are. Where'd my tool go? There it is. Okay, so these are NGKs. They're gapped at 65 thousandths. So either they've worn 5 thousandths and were gapped at the old 60 thousandths gap, or these have worn 25 thousandths. I don't know, but regardless, we definitely need to replace them. So I will do that. Alright, so we're going to go with the new plug. Now, there's mixed feelings these days about anti-seize on your plugs. Lots of people say you don't have to. Lots of people say you never had to. I've always put a little dab of anti-seize on there. Nothing crazy. That's how I was taught. That's all the old timers do it. I know nowadays, supposedly there's a hard nickel coating on your threads to prevent anti-seizing, or to provide anti-seizing, but I don't care. That's all I do, little dab. I've never had an issue, and I will continue to do so until I have an issue, especially on this older stuff. My wife has a 22 Tiguan. We used to have a Nissan, if you followed this channel at all for a long time, and I never got to do the plugs on that. But my buddy's a Nissan tech, and has said to not use anti-seize on those because they've had issues, which I learned with an alternator, and later discussing with him that Nissans, and I know if you watch Eric the Car Guy at all, he talks about this with Hondas. My uncle used to be a Honda tech. He was the #1 Honda tech on the East Coast for a while there, I believe. He's been there a long time. So there we go. Spark plugs in, nice and snug. What's the torque spec on that? Don't know, don't care. I tightened to the German spec of Gutentight. So, yeah. Alright, now we're going to go back on with our plug wire. Wires on the plug with the boot for the heat shield, and plugged onto the coil. Now, gonna pull the #2. The heat shield's in the way a little bit. On a manifold, not necessarily a one on the plug wire. Okay, it's off the coil. Make it a little easier to pull off the plug. Wires look okay. After seeing how bad those plugs are, I might reconsider and go get plug wires. Whoops. But that's for another day. But yeah. So I'll just continue taking these plugs out, and I'll connect back with you. Maybe on the other side, or maybe when I'm done. But we'll see. Alright, so got all of the plugs in on this side, the driver's side. Now I did need a very short 3/8 extension, which I don't have here. I have them at my shop. So I used a 1/4 inch. I got this Harbor Freight double-sided ratchet, which comes in handy, and it's extendable. So I just used a 1/4 to 3/8 adapter to get my short extension for 6 and 8 to bust 8 loose. Though I couldn't get that quarter adapter on the socket all the way, so I had to use a swivel. But they're all in there. And yeah, the number 8 was a bit of a trick, but we got her. And they were all just as bad as that other one I showed you, so definitely needed new plugs. We'll move over to the driver's side and get started on that one. Alrighty, so on the driver's side here, all I used was the spark plug socket, 3/8 extension. Sometimes I didn't use the extension, but other times I did. And yeah, this side was no problem at all. It's a little tight around the steering column there, but or steering shaft rather, on the number 5 cylinder, but no problemo. This side was just as bad as the other, pretty much. But the worst plug was worn to 80 thous. So 80 thousandths of an inch. So double what you're supposed to run on them now. But yeah, so that's one thing done on this thing. As I said, that's one thing done on this thing. I got laundry list of other things to do. I'm going to do oil change and O2 sensors. I got 2 O2 sensors that need replaced. And I forget what else. Service the brakes. Go through, lube all the pins and stuff, check them. But yeah, so that's all for this. It's pretty simple how to change your spark plugs. I showed you on the one, and it's easy enough on all the others. But yeah, so as I end all my videos, stay crazy and have a good one, people.